Alrighty guys, today I want to talk about this lens right here, and this is the Sigma 35mm F1.4 Art Series lens, and this is an awesome lens. I really enjoy this focal length. This is one of my favorite focal lengths, whether it's on the APS-C with its 23mm equivalent or full frame. It's one of the lenses that I must have in my kit regardless of whether it's full frame, APS-C, medium format, etc. I need to have one in my kit for all the cameras that I have. What I like about this lens is that it's not as big as I thought it would be. People like to compare this lens to the Sony 35mm f1.4 G Master, and that's a great lens, and it's smaller than this. The G Master is shorter than the Sigma lens. However, I feel that it's still not as big. It's not as unwieldy like some of the other lenses that I tried. Holding it in my hands, there is a bit of weight to it. It feels premium, and this is the second Sigma Art Series lens that I own. I like how Sigma uses premium feeling materials for their lenses. The weight is substantial. This lens weighs around 640 grams, but I like it. It's a good amount of heft. This lens has an aperture ring. It also has a rubber gasket seal at the back for the dust and moisture protection. It protects you from some liquid, but it's not waterproof, guys, so just be mindful of where you're bringing this thing. This lens also has an AF/MF toggle switch and an AFL button and an aperture ring, and as well as an aperture ring click switch with an aperture lock switch. This lens also has the stepping motors for autofocusing, and it's quite smooth, and it's quite capable of smooth, quiet, high-speed autofocusing. When it comes to autofocusing, I thought the Sigma 35mm f1.4 Art did a standard job. It's not as quick as the standard zoom lens because the Sigma 24-70mm f2.8 Mark II version has some quick linear focusing motors inside. This is doing stepping motors, so there are times where it doesn't latch on as quick, so if I move too quick, the shot would be out of focus. But for the most part, I'm quite satisfied with the hit rate. I was still able to get some great sharp looking images. Obviously, it's not perfect. Again, it's not a 100% hit rate, but it's better than what I am accustomed to, and I'm quite satisfied with the keepers that I got. Now, I've used this lens for a few portrait sessions already, and I really like the output on this lens. The images I get are sharp as heck, and at f1.4 you can get some amazing separation. Even for a 35mm focal length, that 3D pop is something that I still get amazed at. Because I shoot a lot of APS-C lenses, and since it's a small sensor, it doesn't give you that quite shallow depth of field, something like a full frame sensor with. So even at f1.4 here, that shallow depth of field is really nice on a full frame sensor. It is also sharp as heck. Sigma has been putting out some great lenses over the past few years, and the Sigma look with its sharpness and its micro contrast, I really enjoy the look of this lens. It's really great. I also shot a gym training session at nighttime, and it was dark for the most part, but there were some spotlights hanging above us to keep it bright at nighttime, and I shot all this at f1.4, and again, the f1.4 came clutch for this type of situation. I was able to get the job done with its wide aperture. I also like the way this lens controls lens flare. It still holds up its contrast when shooting backlit. Honestly, I didn't know that I would have so much fun with this lens. This lens is great, and like I said, this is the second Sigma Art Series lens that I've tested. And these lenses are way better than the contemporary lenses they put out for the APS-C line. This lens feels great in the hands to hold. It's premium, great autofocus, great image quality too, and it's coming in at a great price as well. Anyways, if you're interested in this lens, I'll leave the links down in the description below, and this has been my experience with the Sigma 35mm f1.4 art lens for the Sony Iamtongue. I've been impressed with these Art Series lenses, and I hope to try some more out in the near future. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this lens? Let me know, and consider subscribing if you found this video helpful or valuable in any way. It'll help out the channel a whole lot, and thanks so much for watching.